talkSPORT, we are the Two Mics. It's a Sunday afternoon show, of course.
That's not Oasis, is it?
That's not Oasis. No,
exactly. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's that song that a lot of people do. I can't remember who did that actually, but it's the Wonder Stuff. That's right.
Okay.
I used to have that song in my repertoire.
A few tweets here because we must keep our audience abreast of their own communications. This one.
What you mean? Because they might not realise they've sent us a tweet. So
no. This one I particularly like.
Yeah, go on.
It's from Dave Thomas. Thank you, Dave. It's very good of you to communicate with us, and it says, IROMG, that's your Twitter handle, okay?
It is, yeah.
Clearly hated Porky being right about anything.
That's true.
And takes it out on anyone available, including your very distinguished talkSPORT correspondents. I would class this man as a bad loser. I think that says it all.
Yeah, I think that's probably well. I mean, I'm not usually a bad loser, but the problem is that, as anyone who listens to this show will know, if you, on the very rare occasions that you get something right, you never shut up about it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So I was simply accusing Graham Courtney of allowing you in through the back door to make to make your dream come true.
And here's one from Neil. He says, "The Two Mics, 20k on the lottery, you brainless plank."
Well, it's true, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's over 20 years.
Still,
isn't it?
you spent 20,000 on lottery.
Yeah, I didn't realise that.
Because we're now doing listography, and it is what three things you would do if you won £1 million.
Yes.
That would be your dream, wouldn't it? I mean, somebody who is as wealthy as you shouldn't actually even do the lottery.
Why do you keep telling people I'm wealthy? I'm not wealthy.
Because you're always telling me you're wealthy.
No, I don't tell you that at all. I don't. I just say that I've worked...
How many properties do you own?
It doesn't matter. I've worked very hard for 40 years, and I've made myself comfortable,
How many mortgages have you got?
Yeah, I haven't got any mortgages.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't need them. Right, now then...
How many filthy kind of slum tenants have you got?
I haven't got any filthy slum tenants.
What about the Egyptian doctor?
No, yeah, well, he's very happy in his I was going to say his hovel. Very happy in his home. Very happy in his home.
I'm sure he is, yeah.
Now, another one here, and it's about me and old Liam.
Yeah.
Neil says, not sure why Porky is having a go at Liam Gallagher. He's basically the Liam in the Two Mics, and old MG is the Noel.
Well, what did I tell you? That's exactly right.
What a misconception.
All right, here's one from Andy. He says, who in the name of God was the philosopher who said, stop pumping Botox into your face?
Well, something like that. I mean, what he basically...
Can we get on with this listography, please?
Yeah, come on, let's get on with it.
Yeah, never mind reading out these self-aggrandising tweets.
What is it again?
It's three things you'd do if you won £1 million. Right,
okay.
I'll go first because you've been so busy sort of, bigging yourself up.
Yes, okay.
That you probably haven't given it any thought yet. My first thing would be to set up a trust fund for all of my children. And also any other members.
You mean scattered all over the globe?
Probably there's 4 of them actually, not scattered all over the globe. No, 3 of them are here in the UK. One of them's in the United States.
Yes.
And I wouldn't give them a load of money.
Like seeing you much,
but what I wouldn't do. No, actually, I saw him just last month.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Right, yes, go on.
And I wouldn't just load them down with money, because that would be wrong.
Right.
But what I would do is, because the oldest one, of course, is now 25.
Yeah.
Then 21, then 11, then 9.
Yes.
And what I would do is make sure that there's an amount of money for them.
Yes.
Perhaps after I've passed on, that they could access and use for whatever purpose they wanted.
Very commendable.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be massive. It would be, 15, 20,000 each, something like that.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
So that's the first thing I would do.
Commendable, okay.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I would set up the Mike Parry Foundation. Sorry, what do you find? What's the problem?
Well, because most people set up, most politicians, right?
Yes.
Set up the whatever it is foundation.
Yes.
In order to rake in huge amounts of money from public appearances.
No.
And then claim that they're giving some of it away to charity.
No, I'd give it all away. I'd give it all away. I'd give it away to charities. But you see,
which charities? You don't give to charity anymore because you got offended by that woman from Sight Saving.
Here, Main Chance, right? Yeah. Main Chance is the sanctuary, the horse sanctuary down in Surrey, run by my very good friend, Jenny Seagrove.
Yeah.
And
your lovely friend.
Yeah. Well, she's an actress.
Not Mr. Kenwright's inamorata, for want of a better word.
Yes, indeed. And she's a lovely lady. She does fantastic work.
Speaks very highly of you.
Yes, she does actually. And she told that to my niece. She said,
surprised actually after the last time we saw her at Crystal Palace.
She said your uncle is a great man. What? To my niece.
She said that?
Yeah, she said that, yeah. And what I'd do is I'd make sure that the Porky Parry Foundation would send money directly to places like that and not to huge international charities, excuse me, which now waste 65% of their money on their running costs.
There are, of course, tax advantages to having a foundation
and paying huge salaries to the people who run them, to business.
So, would you hire anyone to run the business and pay them a paltry salary then?
No, I would look for a lot of volunteer work to go into it.
So you wouldn't want to pay anyone?
Well, we'll see how it goes. But basically, it would be it would be an act of giving.
It'd be a tax dodge.
No, an act of giving. An act of giving.
All right. Second thing I would do, buy a Porsche. promised myself that before I die, I will have a Porsche.
Okay.
And I don't know at the moment whether that's going to happen. I mean, it will happen, but I don't know quite yet whether it's going to happen very soon. Because I've probably got a couple of choices. As you know, I don't really. I'm not one of those people that loves to have a nice big flash car.
Yes.
So I'd be quite happy, for example, once the old jalopy finally, runs out of road.
Yes.
I'd be quite happy to get like a second-hand 911 or something.
Excellent.
However, if I won £1 million, I'd probably go out and buy, a Carrera 4S, brand new.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Right, my second one, I'd give half of it to you.
What?
I'd give half of it to you.
This is a shocking thing.
No, I'd give half of it to you because...
Would you?
You have just explained that you're a father of 4, and, you've...
I'd like people to write this down. I'd like this to be placed in some kind of record, please.
You've boldly explained how you've brought your children up, and they're good children. I haven't met your 2 young ones, actually, but I've met your 2 older ones. And
you're going to meet them soon.
They're good children. Yeah, I'm going to meet them soon. They're going to come in here.
They're coming to London to see you.
And I would say, all in all, you're a good father, so I would, in the absence of having children myself, help you out with the raising of your 2 youngest children, okay?
Well, now you've now gobsmacked me now. You've put me in a position of very, very embarrassed silence.
I can't help that, can
I? Well, it's nice to me. I mean, you said, I don't know what's going on with you. You sent out a tweet of the weekend after I posted one of the dog.
Yes.
Who's tried to, by the way, who's tried to get a stick stuck in his throat today. So,
terrible business.
He wanted to go to the vet. You put out a thing saying, actually, I was a very good guardian of Ziggy.
Yeah, well, I hope you were.
Well, no, I am, though.
Yeah,
but, I mean, you never say that.
Well, I hope you are.
You have some kind of change of life.
No. Right,
okay. So the next thing, I suppose, you would do with £1 million is I would take everyone that I've, friends that I've got, or maybe I'd bring you along on just some kind of mammoth kind of blowout holiday.
Right, okay.
Because I think that would be great.
Okay.
Somewhere like, I don't know, one of those islands in the Caribbean, perhaps.
Yes.
And just go there for, not for a ridiculous long length of time, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
No expense spared.
Well.
I'm not sure after all of the things that I'm about to do, I wouldn't have much of the £1 million left, really.
Well, funny you should say that, because I've got a variation on that.
Yeah.
I would hire the private jet, okay?
Yes.
And it would seat 20.
Yeah.
And then, because these lists can be endless, I would put together a list of the 20 people most important in life, starting with your family, obviously, and then see how many spaces are left.
Right.
So I wouldn't sort of collect...
About 2.
That's about, in my case, that's about right, actually. And I would say, right, we're all flying to Montserrat or something like that, okay? We'll have 5 days there, and then we would fly to...
Make an album in that studio.
Yeah, maybe, and then we'd fly somewhere else, and then we'd fly back. The whole thing would take a total of 15 days, okay?
All right.
And that's what we do.
That sounds good.
Yeah, exactly.
I quite like the sound of all of that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still slightly flabbergasted by your overwhelming generosity.
Well,
all
that's me. That's
all
just
I can
me.
say now is that if you win the lottery and you don't give me half of it, there's going to be a lawsuit.
Well, why would I tell you if I won the lottery?
Really?
You can go for no publicity.
This is talkSPORT.